Alright y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a review of Ready to Love Season 6, Episode 11, Call in the Reinforcements. Let's go. Alright y'all, so the episode opens up with the ladies coming into the ladies lounge with Tommy. They're basically sitting down, kind of going through what's coming up next, right? And then Tommy basically tells them that they're gonna bring in the reinforcements, and the reinforcements are gonna be the family members, okay? They need to bring in some people like Uncle Earl, Uncle Pete, all these people that are gonna give it to them straight, okay? So first up, we have Brandy and Mike, and so Mike is coming over to Brandy's place. She has invited her parents to meet him. And I will say she is a splitting image of her parents. Like, they really went half on the baby. It's kind of like with Cynthia and her baby daddy and her daughter, Noelle. Like, people say, oh, they went half. They really went half on Brandy. But anyway, we have Mike. He's always bringing in those gifts, trying to smoosh. Yeah, he's always bringing gifts. I think he got the dad a Pistons hat, and I don't know what he got the mom. I can't remember. But anyway, he's always bringing the people gifts. And you know what? I sure hope Brandy's love language is gifts, okay? I'm just saying, because he is boom, 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 bringing the gifts. But from the way Mike talks, I think his love language might be quality time, because he is hung up on this traveling on this airplane situation, okay? Even when she sits there and tells him, I can switch up my schedule, he's still like, no ma'am, there's a problem, okay? So then Brandy's dad, midway through the conversation, he just gets right into it. He's like, look, do you do DRUGS? Because Brandy's job, they out here taking tests left, right, and center, okay? So we got Pops out here looking out, making sure that, look, you ain't gonna mess up my daughter's cash flow, okay? No. All right, good looking out, Pops. Yup. So next we also have Swayze and Katya. Ooh, I just wish they need to have something different where you just say, vote, you guys need to terminate, the end, get off the show. You're not good for each other, stop. Because they get on my absolute nerves. I'm so sick and tired of seeing Swayze and Katya up here on my screen. Wasting time. Alright? Wasting time. So anyway, Katya brings her godmother in. And honestly, I'm glad she brought someone that was a little bit, that was older than her, to bring a little bit of balance and some wisdom to her, because she's very bullheaded. I mean, and then, like she said, they're two alphas, and I hate when women use that word alpha. I just feel like women should take that out of their vocabulary, okay? I don't know. I just feel like if you are that, you don't have to put a label on. Just be who you are, you know? Especially for women, all right? And it's for men. Like, you know when a man is an alpha male or not. We don't have to really put that label. But anyway, okay. So they're out here, once again, cutting each other off. It's hard to watch. Katya keeps interrupting. Katya says when they talk about the future, Swayze shuts down and the cats get his tongue. And I don't blame him. Okay, so next up, we have Jamala and Randall, okay? So she invites her mom and her older sister. And I'm telling y'all, Randall never dresses up, does he? I mean, he is team, I am chilling on 100 no matter where I go. Even if I go to the White House to meet President Barack Obama, I am going to be in the most comfortable clothing ever. Okay. So basically they start talking, and I know they're cutting this stuff up, but the next cut is basically his sister, Jamala's sister, saying, yeah, I heard about the trip. She said there were girls pretty much interrupting and all this stuff, and she's like, if there is someone stepping on my sister's toes, you need to curve her. I was like, oh shoot, like, ooh girl, bring it down. That's not cute. It's not cute. It's not hitting mama. No. So then her mother, Jamala's mother, brought out a card with questions from her dad, you know, typical questions that a dad would ask, you know, nothing too like, oh, you know, Randall should have been should have been ready for those, right? Now, one thing I will say, I need Jamala to get the makeup color correct on her face versus her body. I don't know. Like, I don't know what happens on Ready to Love. Like, the girls, their faces are always disconnected from their body as far as the makeup is concerned. It's just like this running thing. All right. Now, I have some advice for these people that really like the people, right? So, like, Jamala really likes rah rah, right? So here's the advice. Whoever you want, don't pick that person. All right, don't pick that person. Let them go off to somebody else and mess it up, muck it up, because the cameras do something different than what happens in real life. Because it's like some of these relationships are great on camera, but once they hit the real world and they don't have all that nervous energy and all that stuff going on, they turn into some people different. Because who on this show that left the show together is still together? Think about it. Pick the person you don't want so that you get the person you want. Look at Simone and Rashid. I'm just saying, look at Mario and Reva. I'm just saying, don't spend all your energy trying to get the person you want, because you're going to be the one looking like boo-boo the fool, because the record shows, okay? We are how many seasons in? Take my advice. All right. Next, we have Charisse and Sampson. Ugh, this is another couple I'm not too fond of. I don't like, what's that other one? There's one, I don't like Swayze and Katya. I don't like Sampson and Charisse together, okay? So Charisse brings her dad. And her dad is looking like, I'm about to bring the house down with the questions, and he ain't going to be on that. Okay? So he asks Sampson, what do you like about Charisse? And Sampson's like, she is big on family. And immediately Charisse is like, temper. I thought he was going to say something like, I'm a great person. I've got great personality. I'm a great cook. I can run. You know, things about me. My hair is like this color and I'm an esthetician. Like, I thought he was going to say that. So midway through, Charisse just starts disrespecting everybody, y'all. She starts disrespecting everybody in the room. For a minute there, when they showed that clip before this, I thought it was just Sampson and Charisse sitting down, the way they were talking. I had no clue that was going to be a clip with her dad. The discussion that they were having should not have been. It should have been like, that's the discussion for Charisse and Sampson, and that's the discussion for Charisse and her dad. Like, whoa. Okay? I was like, Another reason why this couple is not going to work. And just like her dad said, Charisse can be challenging. You can see it, right? So pretty much Sampson tells Charisse's father about him. He's like, yeah, I graduated from Morehouse, and I ain't ever been married. I ain't got no kids. And Charisse's daddy's like, I like you. You should marry him now, green light, in front of him. So he leaves out smiling. But then after Sampson walks off walking and grinning and chewing gum, whatever, her dad says, proceed with caution. He's a good guy. He's all right, but proceed with caution. I don't need to have nobody out here hurting my baby, even though you're a hardhead, honey. Even though you're a hardhead. Yes, that part. All right. So last up, the last lady that we have, is that the last one? Yep, that's the last lady. There's the Fab Five, right? So we have Kayla. And so Kayla is going to be bringing out Randall and Mike. So Randall and Mike are going to be meeting Kayla's parents. And one thing I will say, I think this is a tough position for Kayla, because both of these connections are not solid, right? It's like she's been chasing them. There's been some mixed signals. She's felt like she's second to this person or that person, like she's imposing. So I think this is one of the more odd conversations or meetings to be had. However, one thing I will say, I just love this whole dynamic, okay? I'm going to tell you all. While I was watching this, I will type my little notes, write my little notes, right? Just to remind myself of what's going on. And, sometimes you forget things. But I really got caught up in the moment. Like, I felt like I should just pull up a seat to the table. Like, invite me to the conversation, because it was very intriguing. And Kayla's parents are vibrant. They were asking great questions. Kayla's dad was bringing the heat, literally bullets sweating off of Randall's forehead, right? Now, one thing I wanted to ask, I don't know if you guys noticed, did Mike bring Kayla's parents some gifts? You remember I just said how Mike is the gift giver? I mean, he's gonna bring some gifts. Like, maybe he brought them, because he's bringing the gifts. Maybe he brought them and they just didn't show it. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. But all I know is this: I enjoy the parents. All right, next time They somewhere I want to be. All right. So anyway, these were my notes. Randall was sweating and Mike is hesitant because that's what the dad said, right? So I don't know, Kayla, girl, you are in a tough position that I would not want to be in, girlfriend. All right, so we have Swayze and Katya meeting up again. All right, I guess this is supposed to be the debrief after the date and meeting with the godmother Megan. And so they meet up to get more information, or Katya thought she was meeting up to get more information about, their future and the intentions and all that. And honey, no. Let me help you. Go your separate ways. Okay? Gosh. Katya wanted to know how he felt about her godmother. And Swayze sitting up here talking about he liked it her. Lord have mercy. Ooh, okay. I don't know if that was like a joke or not, because there was something else after that he said, and I was like, wait, what? Okay. So Katya basically says that Swayze can't be vulnerable. That's interesting. That she's already picking up on those red flags. Y'all need to go your separate ways. I have a question. Does Swayze have a date after this date with Katya? Because that's the way he's acting. Like, girl, I am checked out. I am here to get this check so that I don't have $500 come out of my check or a fee for not showing up to this date. That's the way he's acting, allegedly. In my opinion, Swayze is for the streets, okay? He came on this show to advance whatever it is that he does. I don't even know what does he do? Did we ever meet one of his exes? You know how all those exes came on? Like, did we meet a Swayze ex? A Swayze ex. Did we meet a Swayze ex? Because I think that will hold the pieces to the puzzle. I know we met a Swayze friend, but I don't think we met a Swayze ex. This boy is checked out. He ain't ready. I mean, sometimes guys are not ready, and that's okay. He's not ready. So I don't even know what ready to love, honey. You ready to go to the streets. You ready for the club. You ready to go hang out at the beach. You ready to go bop, bop, bop. You ready to go, I don't know but you ain't ready to love. Get off of this show. Okay, so the ladies sit down to deliberate about the guys. They all talk about their meetings, the family members that they brought on, what they thought, yada, yada, yada. Of course, we have Kayla saying, oh, Mike said there's nothing that needs to be changed about me. And then we have it panned to Brandy, who's looking like, oh, So, pretty much, okay, they do all their little recaps. And then they get to Charisse. And they're like, how's it going with Sampson? She's like, you know what? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not feeling it. The vibes are not there. I don't feel it. So then all the girls start saying, well, you know what he said to me? Well, Brandon says, well, you know what he said to me? He said, I was the only... You know what he said to me? He said, you know what? I see something there with us. And everybody's like, what? So Sampson's out here running game. So that's what they taught him down there at the MOR. Let me be quiet. So Sampson's running game. Okay? And everybody knows it. Okay? Sampson, everybody knows it. Meanwhile, your father's talking about green light up there in front of him, beefing him all up, getting his ego so high. Oh, gosh. Lord have mercy. Whew. All right, so Charisse and Sampson meet up for what? I don't know. I mean, Sampson's almost 50 years old. I'm not age shaming. It's just like kind of something's... Okay, anyway, the conversation went totally left. Okay, Sampson is like, you're this, that, that, and the people said this, that about you, and somebody said this about you, and Swayze said that about you, and Randall said that about... Okay, and Charisse is like, and Brandy said this about you, and Katya said this about you, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Okay, Sampson feels like he dodged a bullet, and Charisse basically looks like she wants to throw a drink all in his face. Okay, this was a total disaster. So Sampson gets sent home. Okay, now in the next episode, y'all, I see how they're doing all that. It's time to make a decision. Time to make a decision for like Randall and Mike. I think they put them up to it. I think they say, you know what? We'll give you extra money if you act like you like two different women just to bring the drama. It's all about producing. That's what I think. Anyway, goodbye. All right, y'all, tell me what you think about this week's episode. I like Ready to Love better when it gets towards the later half of the season. I don't like the first half. The first half is always so cheesy and inauthentic. But towards the end of the season, I feel like it starts to feel real. You know what I mean? Real emotions are involved. People are kind of like not caring about the cameras and all that stuff. So tell me what you think about this episode. Who are you feeling? What couples do you want to see win? I already told you guys 2 of the couples that I wanted to end immediately. One of them was Sampson and Charisse. Hot mess. Swayze and Katya need to go. I do like Brandy and Mike together. And then Jamala and Randall, I don't see that one. Tell me what you all think. Who y'all shipping, all right? Let me know down there in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.